Thank you so much for joining us for this special on NDTV 24/7. Now, it's not very often that one gets to interview an Olympic champion, but that's because it's not very often that India produces one. And so it is our great honor and pleasure to have with us Abhinav Bindra, the first individual gold medalist for India. Abhinav, what does it sound like, Olympic champion Abhinav Bindra in the same sentence? You getting used to it yet?
Well, I've always dreamt of it, but I've also always believed that I could do it. So I've always believed in myself and always believed that I could be Olympic champion.
You look very sort of composed and cool, even when you were on the podium. Well, you know, around you, you must have seen all these Indians, you know, show a lot of emotion. But you look very cool standing on the medal podium as well.
I was pretty comfortable there.
You later said that you're just poker faced, but there was a lot going on inside you.
Yeah, I was happy. I mean, the real thrill was, for me, really, the real thrill was in shooting a good final. I mean, for me, winning and losing is part of the game, and you compete 10 times and you win once. I mean, but the real thrill was to perform well, and that was what gave me pleasure.
So, Abhinav Bindra is not a man who shows too much emotion publicly, at least, right?
Well, the nature of my sport is such that you have to try and be in control, even though you are never in control, but at least you have to make an attempt to be.
And what about when you got back into the village? Was there, you know, members of the Indian contingent waiting to welcome you, say something to you?
I think everybody was pretty excited and happy.
It must have done a lot, though, to sort of lift morale, because despite the disappointment, it's a fact that if someone wins a medal, the whole team begins to believe that, well, you know, we can do it as well.
I hope so, yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, it's a matter of believing in yourself. It's a matter of putting in the work, which I'm sure all the other athletes have. I think the Indian athletes are very hardworking and dedicated and determined, and it's just a matter of facing the situation, facing all the negative thoughts, the negativity around at that moment, and just to stand up and face the situation with as much courage as possible.
But we believe your sister also called and gave you some advice before you went in. What was that all about?
Yeah, my sister has been, she's been trying to help me mentally. I think she thinks I'm mentally very fragile.
Like all sisters do.
But she helped me. She did.
Okay, well, you know, we've been speaking with people after your victory, and everyone said that what sets you apart from everyone else is your work ethic. In fact, Sunny Thomas said that he actually had to, on occasions when you were training, he actually had to drag you away from the range when you know, you guys had a rest day.
I mean, putting in hours at the range and working hard has never been a problem for me. It's just come naturally, so it's never been an issue.
Okay, do you think this win has, in a sense, come against the odds? Because you read so much in the papers about the kind of lack of ammunition the shooting team has to put up with, the fact that there aren't enough national camps organized. So, you know, the win has come against the odds and not in spite of them.
Certain odds. I think India does not have an Olympic program. We have a very unprofessional sports setup. That's the fact of the moment, and if it continues like that, it will only be one odd case that will win medals. But I certainly believe and hope that we should be able to win 30 or 40 medals at games. We have the capability, we have the athletes, we have the hard-working athletes, we have the talent, and but we do not have enough of a structure to guide the athletes and to put them on the right track. And until Olympic sports is run professionally, I don't see much of a change.
Do you think the fact that you had the wherewithal, you were able to say, okay, you know, forget the system, I'm going to go abroad and train because that's what I want to do, because that's what I believe will make me a better champion? Do you think that because you had the facility to do that, that is why you are where you are today, and that we need more, maybe let's say corporate sponsorship and that kind of support from sources other than the government to make champions?
Yes, I think so. I think Olympic sports has to be taken seriously in India. I think that's the main issue. We will only be recognized as a sporting nation when we win 40 medals in the Olympics. We win many cricket matches, we win the Cricket World Cup, great. I love cricket. I'm the biggest cricket fan possible. But we will not be recognized as a sporting nation. The only sport, when we will only be recognized as a sporting nation when we succeed at a very big level at the Olympic Games. And for that to happen, of course, we need all the backing, and we need corporate sponsorship for all Olympic sports.
How much of a change do you see in yourself from the time you were the youngest member of the contingent in Sydney to now, when you've finally come of age with this medal?
I mean, Sydney was good. I enjoyed Sydney. Athens, I wanted to win. In Beijing, I did not have any expectations.
You came without any expectations?
I just wanted to shoot well. I lived it day by day. I didn't think medal.
Was that a conscious thing after Athens? I'm not going to think of a medal. I'm just going to go there, shoot like a normal.
I just went with the flow. That's the way my personality changed, or my state of mind changed. So I just went with the flow. Okay, well,
you know, I mean, just to change track slightly, after having won the gold medal, what would you say to all those people who might have commented saying that, you know, at the time when your father built you a range at house, or who might have at your house, or who might have made a comment at the time when you got a Khel Ratna? What would you say to those people now?
Well, having a range at your home, it's no big deal, you know. It's 50% of Indian shooters have a 10-meter range at home. It's not a big deal. I mean, you still have to put in all the hours to train, and you have to work hard. I mean, having a range at home is no issue. Absolutely no, it's not a point.
And all those people who sort of, you know, had questions to ask when you got the Khel Ratna?
I think that was my best year, by the way. In 2001, I shot phenomenally well. I shot some incredible scores. That's been my best shooting year ever. So I think I deserved it.
Yeah.